So our next voice today is the Assistant General Manager of Educate Girls. Educate Girls is focused on tackling all the issues that are at the core of gender inequality in India's education system. Sounds super complex and super tough. A fun fact about him, in his personal life, he loves extreme sports. Bungee jumping, skydiving, super fun, super amazing person. Everybody please welcome Zeeshan.
Hello everyone, my name is Zeeshan, and I'm going to talk about my personal journey in search of happiness and meaning. This journey began 16 years ago, exactly when I was 16 years old. If you would have met me then, you would have seen me wearing a toned jeans, having long hair with a bandana tied on my forehead. And if you would ask me to introduce myself, I would say, Zeeshan is my name. Ask me again and I'll tell you the same. So that's how I would introduce myself. And it was at that moment I got an opportunity to volunteer in a girls' orphanage just down the street from where I used to live, which I had never noticed in my life. My very good friend told me that, there is an opportunity for volunteering. Would you be interested? And I said, no, I don't want to volunteer. Like, this is all sad stuff. I don't want to do that. So he said, you come with me. You use this opportunity. Come with me. Come for a day. If you don't like it, don't come back. And the day I entered that orphanage, reality hit me in the face. These girls were brought in from various areas of India where they were orphans. They didn't have any parents or caretakers. This organization used to focus on getting them educated and then getting them married, because that was an easy outlet, an easy chance of survival for them, for a future. And reality just hit me in the face. I was like, what is going on? And when I started volunteering there, and I used to organize fun games and activities and sports activities for them, I realized that my small act of organizing a game or a small running race would add so much joy and happiness to them. And that gave me so much joy and happiness. And that's when I decided that I'm not going to go back. I'm going to keep volunteering. And I did that for 6 years. And when I started reflecting back in my own life, that where are these women in my life do they have such problems? I saw it in my own mom. My mom got married when she was just in high school. I was born when she was 18 years old. And I realized that in my family this exists. And I had a conversation with her. We had a conversation with my grandmother. And my mom resumed education. In 2008, when I applied for my MBA course, my mom was my batchmate. She graduated a year before me. Thank you. When I finished university, I saw that I did my business administration bachelor's and a specialization in marketing, and I was very good at marketing. I saw that there was this race where everybody wanted to get placed in a company, get a job in a corporate organization. There was this rat race going on. And I realized that I don't want to be a part of this. My work, the work that I will do in the future, if it adds profits to an organization or increases shareholder value, I don't want to do that work. I want to do a work which leads to happiness, where people's lives change and people are able to fulfill their destiny and realize who they are. And this led me to begin my journey in the development sector. Today, I work with Educate Girls as the head of programs. Me and my team design programs which ensure that girls who are not in school are connected to school. And we are able to work with village communities so that parents will send girls to school. We work with school management committees, which are the PTAs, to make schools better so that girls will stay in school. And we also have a learning program so that girls who have never ever been to school can read, write, and continue their education in school. And we also have a life skills program so that these girls can negotiate with their families that they want to continue their education. We have been working since the past 9 years, and we've managed to reach out to 3.8 million people in India. We have managed to bring back 150,000 girls back to school. And there are 600,000 children in our learning program at present. I have been in this sector for professionally about 12 years. And I believe, and I strongly believe that we are in the business of going out of business. We want this sector to shut down someday. And that can only happen when people across the world are happy, healthy, and their rights are realized, and they are able to lead the lives they want to live and the potential that they have for it. And unfortunately, in 2017, business is still booming. And this causes me a lot of great concern, a lot of pain. So I invite you to join me on this journey of finding your own happiness and your own meaning. Because when we wipe their tears, we ourselves stop crying. Thank you very much.
Oh. How do you feel? First off, I just want to say, honestly, like tangent, I appreciate the work you do for Educate Girls. You know, when the Women's March in America happened, a lot of women who were friends came to me and said, like, it was amazing that so many women marched in solidarity, but what meant just as much were the men that stood in solidarity with them. So for me, I just appreciate that it's not just a women and a girls issue, but there are men out there who are working just as hard for it. My question for you is, you said business is booming for Educate Girls. You know, and these issues are just too complex to distill down into like one word or one sentence, but what are some of the problems that Educate Girls is really trying hard to address right now?
Yeah. So we work in areas where outcomes related to girls' education are the worst. Parents do not want to send their girls to school because of this existing stereotypical mindset of having clearly defined gender roles for men and gender roles for women. Where women are confined to the households, they are supposed to be cooking, cleaning, and taking care of younger children. So we work in those areas where we are able to also talk to these parents and understand their perspective, that why do they not want to send their girls to school. I'm sure every parent, at the heart of what we do, we believe that every parent wants good for their child because it's their child. But there are these boundaries that are created by society and the structure that exists that leads to all this. And so we try to understand these issues and try to work around these issues. And we do that through our volunteers, our community volunteers. We have about 8,000 volunteers who work with us without a single amount of money we pay them. And it's amazing to see the kind of transformation we see at the field level, the kind of commitment parents, when they know that it's important to get girls educated, they have shown towards girls' education. So it's an amazing work.
That's so great. Thank you again, Zeeshan, for everything.